All right, what's up, squad? I hope everyone's having an amazing day. So this is going to be another bonus video. I wanted to have a quick mindset talk with you guys. Now, as you guys know, I'm not like one of those fucking super motivational guru dudes who's just going to throw quotes at you all the time. That's not who I am. But I do see a lot of common, recurring things that come up that I think can be addressed in a talk with you guys. I'm actually going to make this into a full-blown document. I think this will be a very useful document. But I wanted to come on here and talk about these 5 things specifically right now. Who knows, maybe in the future, I'll have another mindset talk with you guys. If you guys like this, be sure to put some reactions on the video so I know. But there's a few things I want to talk about, okay? So let's go through the list one by one. This shouldn't be too long of a video. I just wanted to quickly address a couple things. So how to prevent discouragement, right? So the number one thing is like when with e-com, right? When you're first starting out, or let's say you've been in it for 6 months, a year, and you haven't had any success whatsoever. How to not get discouraged, right? Well, it's just a part of the process, right? And I know it sounds so dumb. You're like, oh, everyone says that, but guys, it really is, right? So a huge thing is not comparing yourself to others, okay? Because I remember when I first started out, a lot of the guys that I compared myself to and put them on a pedestal over me, I'm fucking light years ahead of them now. Light years. Right? But I used to put them on the pedestal. I used to be like, oh, this, and this. Or let's say, for example, I knew someone who started e-com at the same time as me and they had success faster than I did. Guys, don't worry about this. In fact, if it takes you long, now it shouldn't take you too long, because let's say you've been doing e-com for like 2 years and you haven't had any success. That means fundamentally speaking, you are doing something wrong, which of course being in this Discord will help you address that, okay? But the thing is, guys, let's say, for example, someone gets success within the first month of e-com. The thing is, since they haven't been in the game that long, they won't really know what to do with the success, right? They won't know how to scale it. They'll probably run into processing issues and supply chain issues and all this stuff. But let's say it takes you 6 months or 8 months to get success. You've been in the game long enough now. I mean, you're still relatively new at that point, but you've still been in the game long enough now to the point where you have ways to navigate around this, especially since you're in this Discord, right? I mean, you have literally a chat where you can chat with me at any given time, and I give you 8-figure knowledge, right? So it's perfect. And I encourage you guys to join other Discords as well, right? So you guys can see a little bit of how everyone does stuff, right? So the thing is, guys, when it comes to e-com, don't get discouraged by comparing yourself to others, okay? Think of it as a video game, right? You're just constantly leveling up. You're just adding new skins. You're adding new attachments to your weapon, right? You're just constantly leveling up, okay? And I know that does sound so basic, guys, but trust me, every single person that's successful in e-com was in the exact same shoes you're in. But let's say, for example, someone who's watching this right now is at 6 figures and they just can't get to 7 figures. Yes, you can. Or they're at 7 and they can't get to 8. Yes, you can, right? You are always able to do whatever you put your mind to. And I genuinely believe that. But that's kind of the more blanket one. Let's go on to the second one, which is you need to spend money to make money, right? So I see a lot of you guys, especially when it comes to like the Facebook BM setup, a lot of you guys are like, oh, I don't want to spend this, and this on this. Guys, let me put it to you this way, okay? You need to spend money to make money. The idea, the fallacy in your head that you're just going to somehow print money without investing into your business it's just out of this world, right? I know that the whole TikTok organic wave has kind of, made everyone think that, you can just print money out of thin air. All you need is just $49 a month for your monthly Shopify. Listen, is this possible? Yes. Is this like realistic? No. Okay. You need to spend money to make money. And also, guys, keep in mind, everything that you guys spend is a tax write-off, right? It doesn't matter where you live. You could live here in the United States, or you can live in a foreign country. You can write off business expenses for your taxes, right? This Discord, paying for this Discord is a tax write-off. Everything you buy for your Facebook setups is a tax write-off. Your Shopify plans, tax write-off. Your fucking ad spend, tax write-off. Inventory, tax write-off. Even your chargebacks are a tax write-off, right? So you need to spend money to make money. This is how you grow, guys. So if I ever hear, people say, oh, I don't want to use multi-login because I have to pay monthly. I don't know what to tell you, man. Do you want to take this to the next level? And I believe two things. One, everyone in this Discord is 100% capable of making it to 7 figures within the next year. 100% believe that. And 2, I believe that I will have the best Discord, and I'm not trying to put myself in competition with any of my friends because a lot of them have Discords, but I mean, I will have the best Discord as far as case studies of people fucking being savages in ecom, okay? Because I tell it how it is. And lots of other Discords tell it how it is as well, but I really want to get across to you guys that, you know, these are principles that you need to do in order to take it to the next level, okay? So don't be afraid to spend money, because that is how you're going to make money. Real quick, as always, you guys know I love my water breaks. I encourage you all to drink water with me as well. Okay, number 3, don't rush the small stuff. Okay, so what do I mean by this? So let's say, for example, when it comes, I'll give you a couple examples. So let's say Facebook backend setup. You guys are like, oh, I don't want to do the warm-up process. I'm just going to do, you know, I'll warm up the profile for 2 days. I'm not going to do ARI pages. I'll just make a page myself. Oh, I don't want to warm up the ad accounts. Guys, don't rush this small stuff. Here's the way I look at it, right? Because I was in the same position where I was like, you know what? This is bullshit. I don't want to do all this, right? So what I ended up doing is I would rush it, and then what would happen is my shit would go down way faster, and then I'm back to square one. Which if I just would have put in those few extra days to do it properly, it stays up for longer, and you're not going back to square one as fast, right? So it could be that. It could be, you know, on your store, you know, as you guys know, like I've preached store creation doesn't matter, which I'm actually going to come out with another video about store creation. So stay tuned for that one. It's going to be an updated one. It doesn't matter as much. However, it's starting to matter more. But let's say, for example, you know that, you know, you should have some social proof on your landing page. Now, you guys know I don't really use review apps, but I use other things like Zoob, ZEOOB.com and TweetGen, right? But you're like, you know, it's 2 a.m. I already launched it. I don't want to do it, right? You're rushing it. Or let's say, for example, the color schemes on your website don't really look that good, or, you know, there could be a little bit better things in your creatives, and you're just like, fuck it, you know, this, and this. Guys, don't rush it. Take your time and do it properly, right? Do not rush the small things, because, okay, one small thing may not be a massive thing, but I live with this concept where it's how you do one thing is how you do everything, right? So if you're lacking in one area and you're just like, you know, maybe I'll just, you know, I'll work on that later. That's how you're going to translate over into every other area, okay? So I want you to keep that in mind. Do not rush the small things. Number 4, never stop being a student. It doesn't matter how big of a hot shot you think you are. This is one problem that I had, is I think I probably ended this problem. It came in 2018 when I first started getting success, and then I ended this problem at the end of 2020. So it was like a 2-year span where I thought I was just the hottest shit ever, right? I was like, oh, you know, this, and this. I didn't want to, I never like bought courses. I never bought consulting calls or this, like I never did any of that, because I was like, oh, I know it all. I don't know it all. You don't know it all. Nobody else knows it all. Even Jeff Bezos doesn't know it all, right? Jeff Bezos, top CEOs are constantly, you know, doing consulting, learning more. Like they're bringing in experts from every different field and they're learning, right? So never stop being a student. Like guys, for example, right? Like I'm in multiple other ecom discords and I'm constantly trying to learn, right? Because there are things that people, like for example, I remember one time this dude did a consulting call with me, and this dude was only doing like 5K days. And he told me this tip that he was doing on his ads, and like I had never heard about it. And it was something like so small. We were basically talking about like different bid structures and stuff like that. He's like, yeah, I just had to try this out and it worked pretty well. And I was like, okay, well, let's try it out. And it fucking worked fantastic, right? But here I am. If I would have put myself on this pedestal and not listened to this dude who's only doing 5K days, I would have never received that information, right? So never stop learning, never stop being a student, right? It's very important to always, you know, be adapting to new situations, which is why I really like Discords, because one, it's not like a course where they're just going to drop it and that's it. You know, this is monthly, it's constantly updated. You guys have a chat 24/7 for questions. Well, not 24/7, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And yeah, I mean, for me personally, I've already told you guys, if you guys watched the very first video about my vision for the Discord, I mean, I want to run this for years, right? So I don't expect me to go anywhere because I'm going to be here for a long time. And then the fifth one and final one, so yeah, this is going to be a short video. We're only 10 minutes in, is going to be don't go broke trying to look rich, right? So again, as I said, I believe that each and every one of you guys can reach 7 figures in sales within, you know, the next year, which generally speaking, you're going to be between a 10 to 30% profit margin. So, you know, let's just say you only touch 1 mil in revenue, you're going to be between 100K to 300K net profit. Obviously taxes and stuff like that, we'll get into that later, but we'll just use this as a metric for now, right? The primary thing that everyone wants to do is upgrade their lifestyle, which I get it, right? You know, you've wanted the nice car, you've wanted like the nice view in Miami and shit like that. I get it, right? The number one thing is this, right? It's like Dan Bilzerian, I watched an interview with him and he put it perfectly, right? So for example, you have like a benchmark of happiness, right? So let's say, for example, right now you're driving a Honda Civic and you just get the upgraded version, right? So let's say you're driving like a 2005 Honda Civic and you get a 2022 Honda Civic. You're at like a 10 happiness, right? But then that becomes the normal. Then let's say you get some e-com success and now you go and buy, I don't know, a Lexus. I don't know, just whatever car you think of in your head right now, right? Then that you're at a 10 out of 10 happiness. Then that becomes your standard, right? So the thing is, as you keep upgrading your lifestyle, right, it becomes like the normal. So the thing that's the issue is, like I said, especially when you're first starting out, if you just hit that first big winner and you can't find another winner, what can happen is that you can have upgraded your lifestyle so heavily that you don't have any extra money coming in, and now you're getting discouraged again. You're feeling like you can't do it, and you're going to end up draining your finances, right? There are plenty of e-com guys, which I'll let them talk about that. I'm going to have some interviews coming up, but, you know, if they want to talk about that, we can go through their journey of, you know, going from making all this money to not making anything. So don't go broke trying to look rich, okay? Because here's the thing. There are plenty of e-com killers out there that you would never know are e-com killers because they don't flash crazy shit. Like, really, I don't wear jewelry. I mean, a chain, my earrings, these are fake diamonds. Like, I don't wear real jewelry. One, because I'm a fucking degenerate, right? Like, I'm gonna lose these shits. Like, dude, I lose my earrings all the time. They come out, and dude, think about it. Like, if I put, like, you know, 10K, 20K into my earrings, bro, oh my fucking God, bro, and I lost that shit, I would feel like horrible. Like, that's so dumb, right, guys? So just be smart with your money, okay? I want all of you guys to be successful, and I'm sure we'll have many investing videos and stuff like that to come, but I think this is just a video that I needed to make right now just to give out to you guys because, yeah, you know, it's important to talk about this stuff, and we'll do more mindset talks in the future, but these are the 5 most important ones I want to talk about right now. More bonus videos to come. If you watch this to the very end, I want you to put I'm gonna have you guys put an emoji this time instead of a word. I want you guys to put the cowboy emoji. That's what I want you guys to put. All right, guys, I love you. I will see you soon, and peace.